Good morning, everyone. And we are headed to Memphis, pick up some freight, and just stopped by the Maverick terminal to get Spade rinsed off because she got a little dusty yesterday at the customer, and now she's looking all good again. So like I said, today we're going to pick up some freight in Memphis. Don't know where we're going with it, but I'm going to talk about a little bit of my history, so everybody knows where I'm coming from. Yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. We got a load. I knew I should have stayed on the other side of the river. That's fine though. We're going to Armorell, Arkansas, up where my family lives, to Yamato Steel, and we're going to pick up some steel product. We're going to take it to Grapeland, Texas. I know where Grapevine, Texas is. Not quite sure where Grapeland, Texas is. But we don't have to tarp it. Whatever the product is, that's awesome. Which is fine with me. I've tarped a bunch of stuff over the past month or so. Oh boy. Everybody slow down. Slow her down. Excuse me. Get around this curve. There we go. So, I had a couple of comments on the last couple of videos. Now look, the comments have been overwhelmingly positive, and I appreciate it. Guys, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos, and you know, bearing with me on the learning process of doing this. Even though I've got almost 100 videos out, it is still a learning process. I am still learning, you know, what you guys like, what I like to film, and how I like to do, you know, my videos. You know, so the couple of what I'm going to call negatives, they're not really negative. They're just, you know, they're not as positive as the comments have been. Okay. I want to put a little context. If anybody's reading the comments on my videos, I want to put a little context to why I'm doing this. Okay. And I've hit on this before in one of my earlier videos on why I'm doing these videos. You know, I'm doing them for me. I'm doing them for you. I'm doing them for my family to, you know, if they want to see, you know, what I'm doing out here, then they can tune in and they can watch, right? And get a daily account of you know, what's dad doing, what's granddad doing, what's my husband doing today, or what did he do today? How was his job? You know, how was his day? You know, the other aspect is I want you guys to learn from my mistakes and the things that I'm doing. You know, as a new person to this, as far as behind this steering wheel, you know, I'm going to make mistakes, and I know that. So maybe you guys can learn from some of the stuff that I'm doing. But gotta pull into the way station. Y'all give me a minute. Out of the way station, yay! Okay, so first and foremost, guys, I am being very honest with you. Okay, I am not sugarcoating anything. I am telling you exactly what I am experiencing, and every feeling and every mood that you see is an honest portrayal of how I'm feeling at that time. Okay, one of the comments said that it was something about me being, you know, acting like, you know, I need to act like more like me or something like that. I am me. I have always been me, and I will always be me. okay? What you see with me is what I am. I know you probably don't know anybody I know, but they can tell you I am me. I am nobody else, okay? And that's, sometimes I don't feel excited. Sometimes I do feel excited. Sometimes I'm not happy, but for the most part I am. And I learned I learned to be that way a long time ago. I shrug stuff off and go back to being me, because that's what makes me be. That's how I'm happy. Okay. All right. I want to be happy, and I try to put myself into situations that make me happy. But you get what you get with me. All right. And I want you guys to understand that I am not pandering to anyone. I'm not fake. I am me. The second thing is, the second comment was about my experience in this. All right, and that I'm just starting in this, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, basically, and I'm too new at this. And they referenced how many years that they drove truck and how many years they drove for Maverick and all this stuff. All right, I have never said that I was experienced in this at all. And if you've watched my videos, you know that I am giving you a day-to-day, play-by-play account of what my new experiences are and how I am observing this job. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't want to hear my history in logistics, you can turn this video off right now, because I'm about to go into my history of logistics. And why is that going off? Don't do that. Okay, thank you. I have been, so fair warning, because I'm about to start. All right, I have been in logistics one way, shape, or form since I was 18 years old. I am 47 years old now. All right. When I got out of high school, I immediately went into the U.S. Navy. I was stationed on the USS Abraham Lincoln CVN 72 aircraft carrier. It was the largest aircraft carrier in the fleet at that point. It was only it was less than a year old when I got on it. All right, I was stationed in the fueling division, but I only fueled one plane while I was on that ship. They took me into the supply department of the fueling division, and I learned how to keep their books. I had 2 ledgers that I had to learn how to do accounting. I ordered all of their stuff, including household goods and anything that needed for the pump rooms, or any kind of nozzles or any of that stuff to keep the division running. Everything that they needed for maintenance or anything came from me. I had to order it. I had to log it. I had to pay for it out of the ledgers, and then I had to distribute it. And I learned how to do all that when I was 18 years old. When I got out of the Navy, I was 20 years old. I did a 2-year active duty and a 6-year inactive duty reserve after my active duty was done. All right. So when I got out of active duty Navy, I started a job at Walmart Distribution Center in Searcy, Arkansas, DC 6018. I learned just about every single job there was in that distribution center, starting from shipping to receiving to traffic to quality assurance, verification, reconciliation. I did it all. Okay. I spent 9.5 years in warehousing, talking to every single truck driver that I could talk to. When I left there, I went into retail management. So the other side of logistics, I was receiving trucks, displaying goods, working with our customers, ordering from the warehouse. I spent 5 years of doing that with Staples. I left there. I did a job at a copy and print center for about 6 months, but that doesn't really matter. I left that job and went back to Walmart as an assistant manager, dealing with freight on a daily basis and a lot of it. When I left Walmart, I did that for 10 years. Several different stores, several different roles. I was an assistant manager and a co-manager. 300 associates, $100 million in sales at one of the stores per year. No less than $60 million in sales at all the stores that I'd been at. Okay? I left there, went and sold BMWs for 3 months, and then went back to retail management at Lowe's. Dealt with 3 different departments there. I was burnt. So I came to trucking. So in essence, really, if you want to talk about experience, I have 29 years in logistics. And now I'm learning the part that is between the warehouse and the customer. So yes, I do have experience in this. Do I have experience behind the wheel like some people do? No, I do not. But I can tell you from the time the thing is manufactured to the time it gets into the customer's basket, how that whole process works. So to tell me that I'm not experienced, you really need to know me to tell me that, okay? And I really appreciate your comments. I really do. And I want those coming. Your negative comments count just like your positive comments. I want to learn. But to be able to learn, you have to tap into your resources. And that's what I do. I do that all the time. I'm not just coming from my experience when I talk about things on this channel. Now, they are from a perspective of what I am experiencing, but I talk to other truck drivers while I'm at these places. Talked to one yesterday. He showed me some things that I didn't know. And I'm taking those to heart, and I'm going to implement them because they're going to save me time. I talked to a gentleman in right outside of Fort Wayne. He'd been doing this for 30 years. And he gave me advice. And I'm taking that advice. You know, it's been said, and this gets into a little bit of history, but Socrates said, to be wise, you have to know that you don't know anything about your subject. And that's the truth. We continue to learn throughout our lives about everything. And no one is an expert. Things change daily in our industries now. You have to learn daily about things. So yes, I am brand new, but yes, I am experienced in logistics. I know that was a big old rant, and I'm done with that. I've taken the positives out of those comments, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. And I just hope that people understand that I am new to this, and I understand that. And that's a good thing. And I will continue to learn daily, and I will continue to bring you content daily on what I'm learning. And if it helps one person out there, then I am doing something to put good into the world. And I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate you being here. So we're going to get to Yamato Steel down here in about an hour, and we're going to pick up some steel. So we've made it to Yamato Steel here in Armorel. And the good thing about this is they're pretty quick at this place. We're picking up some steel beams, taking those to right north of Dallas. It's like 510 miles away. We'll be there tomorrow. But I'll show you securement when we get done. So we got another 50-foot beam, and we are all secured up all the way down. Nice. Well, let's go. So we're on our way to Grapeland, Texas. I think I'll get down to like Malvern tonight. That'll leave me just a little under 300 miles to go tomorrow. Me be there by 2 o'clock. Guys, I appreciate everybody watching and leaving comments, good or bad. I know I ranted just a little bit today, but that's it's my video, so I'm done with that, and I think I said my piece. But I do appreciate all the comments, good or bad. I want to see your opinion. I want you to voice your opinion, and I'll learn from all of it. So if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Oh, and today I'm coming out of the steel mill, and I see the Maverick driver that I've been talking to this weekend up in Fort Wayne, and said hi to him, and he's headed to Kansas. And then another Maverick driver is behind him, and he yelled out his window, "Hey, Big Truckin', hey, I appreciate you yelling out at me, and leave a comment below and let me know who you are and what truck number you are. That way, if I see you again, if I got time, I'll stop and talk." But I appreciate everybody being here, and you guys come on back tomorrow and we'll do this all over again.